Cushman, the legend in the plans. Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans. Not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. It can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes.
Wanted to start the show off once again, just giving a rest in peace to Road Warrior Animal, rest in peace to Joe Laurinaitis, part of one of the best tag teams. So we're just going to start off with a little bit of a moment of silence, and then we will go into the regular show.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Well. It is I, the quintessential stud muffin, Conrad Cushman, joined once again by the leader of the Derek Order, Derek Shelton. What's going on, D?
What's up?
We are here to talk WWE Clash of Champions. Glad to have you guys joining us tonight. Lots to talk about with this show. Good, bad, indifferent. Lots of things to say, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, this was definitely I don't want to say like a good mixture, but a good mixture of
everything.
Well, yeah.
it was a pro wrestling show is the best way to put it. But before we get started, if you guys are watching us, we record all the podcasts live on YouTube. Go and type into your search bar, Everything Pro Wrestling. Look for the black and red logo with someone getting slammed, and you guys can definitely help us out by hitting the subscribe button. And we will have that popping up across the screen right now. Easiest way to do it, you find the red subscribe button, click it, and then you guys can be notified every single time we go live. When you click the bell, we go live on Wednesdays for AEW Dynamite and live after pay-per-views. So make sure you guys join us for all of that and such. This is going to be, like I said, an interesting review, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Live chat interaction is everything when it comes to Everything Pro Wrestling. So the voice of the people is very important, as you guys heard in our intro. Shout out to Montezi. Put out a really dope song with Brian Cage, Terminate on Sight. So make sure you guys check that out on YouTube. He's got a music video for it, and it's on his Twitter as well, at TZ Scott. So make sure you show some love. But this is about Clash of Champions, where all the champions get together, D, and supposedly defend their belts, or not tonight in some cases. Yeah. We lost some matches on the show, and the card got a little jumbled up. So down below, that was the original card. What I'm going to be speaking about is what happened. All right?
Yep.
Let's give a shout out to some people in the chat right now. Original Biggie, first one in the house. So shout out to OB1. What's good, Original Biggie? Ace, one of the mods as well in the chat with OB1. What's happening, brother? Good to have you in here. We were talking a little bit before. OB1 said he was glad to see Pyro back. So yeah, I hope he enjoyed the Thunderdome tonight. This black guy underscore, what's going on, Steve? He said, okay, now I see how that can be a great way to set up Roman versus The Rock. Steve, this man said the exact same thing. So, yes, very interesting. Yep. Connor is also in the house. What's good, Connor? Connor had a little live stream going earlier. So what's happening, brother? Oh, we got our boy from across the pond, my man Foul Original. Foul, what's good, man?
My boy Foul.
Always enjoy Foul being in the chat. Someone I love working with, so make sure you check out Foul's content as well. Derek, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this Clash of Champions review. Woo! Let's talk about the pre-show match first. So Asuka and Zelina Vega were going to be on the pre-show. It looked like a sure thing. I thought the match belonged on the pre-show personally. They didn't do a lot of build up to it. But we went with another match that I thought was pre-show worthy. And I realized I did not write the challenger's name just now, so I'm going to fill that in because I'll feel bad. We have Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, two guys who should be in way better spots than they are, but I'm glad that they're getting TV time still.
Yep.
They took on the Lucha House Party tonight. Lince Dorado and Kalisto. What do you got? You sound like you got some thoughts already. What's going on, Rob? I just saw NBA is garbage. I can only imagine what's happening.
Oh man!
But what do you think of these two teams, Derek? You sound like you had some thoughts on your mind when it comes to that.
Well, Cesaro and Shinsuke have been getting the royal shaft.
Why is it royal?
Because it's being ran by a royal jackass.
Corbin or McMahon?
McMahon.
All right, go ahead.
And not shined up either. It's just raw and dirty. Maybe a little bit of rust here and there.
Let's keep this PG for the adults.
Well, that's true. But then it's still not as bad as Lucha House Party.
Oh, yeah, I said Lucha Party. Excuse me. Lucha House Party. What the hell is this, bro, at this point? Like, I felt like we were getting a turn. We haven't gotten a turn. I feel like WWE is being really indecisive on them.
They are, but well...
Or are they just playing a long game, maybe, with it?
I don't know what kind of game they're playing.
Where's Kalisto to go after this?
Is this, like, the storyline? Are they going, like, the Final Fantasy route? Because, Final Fantasy's got about, like, 25,000 games out, so...
Right. There's things that can be done. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, they have to believe in them for some reason. You can't just believe in them for the skills that they have. You have to have something there to want to still put them on. Because if you didn't want them there... You easily could have taken them off TV time, and we all know that's possible. It's very possible. So you have to have a bigger picture for this. Please help me out because I don't see it.
Honestly, I think this is the first time you were here for the pre-show, and I think this is the first time we actually watched all of the pre-show match. So I will give it to these four competitors for that. You had a complaint in the match, too, about too much waiting, so I'll let you kind of get that point in.
Yeah, so lately, with all the shows, just shows in general, all the TV time that they've had with everybody in the WWE roster, it seems like everybody is waiting too long to get in the right spot. You can see, like, I don't remember if it was, what was it, Lince Dorado? I think who did it. He tried to go at Cesaro for a kick, but he paused. There's too much pause. Like there's so much pause in every single match. It's like, do you guys not care, or do you not know what you're supposed to be doing? Like I don't get it. It's happening like way too much. Where's the cohesiveness? Where's the thought process? Like I can't understand it. I can't grasp it because you're kind of killing me. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I just showed you what Rob was talking about.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I agree with what Ace said. Ace said Cesaro and Nakamura don't deserve to be on the kickoff show, but that match was good anyway. I will say that was a damn good kickoff match.
It was good, but I don't know, dude.
The style of today?
The style of today doesn't make any sense.
I get it. And I get frustrated with it too sometimes. A lot of the kicks, you gotta miss, I'm gonna grab you, boom, boom. It's too choreographed a little bit to an extent. Yeah. I understand. I get you get some really good matches out of it sometimes when it's done right and you get the right people who know how to mix it up. But I hear what you're saying on your point of it. I thought this was a good match though too. It ends with the giant swing into the Kinshasa for the 1-2-3. I don't know. We didn't see Lucha House Party really have more dissension tonight. I don't know what's going on with this. All I know is Cesaro and Nakamura are still your tag team champs. These are two guys who deserve better. These guys are just like The Bar, just like all the teams Cesaro's been with. give these guys a shot at like the Intercontinental title. Give them a shot at something. Like, not saying now, but maybe down the line. And Nakamura, he should have been a world champion. I'm going to always say this. I don't give a damn. And Cesaro should be competing for world titles too, in my opinion. But like I said, hopefully their time will come. I hope Vince hasn't passed them by yet.
Start letting them go. If you're not going to do anything with them, let them go.
You know how that goes with them usually. Now, Ace just put up SmackDown Tag Division needs more work. Ace, in WWE, that entire division needs more work. Now, you know me. I'm the first one to say something about AEW's women's division not being the best. And it's time to call out WWE. Your tag team division sucks. And you know how it wouldn't suck? Maybe if you combined the belts and had one set of tag belts. It's time. Like, you don't need this anymore. You've got teams, you've got them split up on the shows, but you don't have enough right now. And I'm not getting into the whole pandemic party. I don't know what was going on, but apparently a bunch of people were sick. Hence why we were missing Nikki Cross on this show. The women's tag titles weren't defended. There was a lot of hoopla and BS, and they had to kind of juggle things around.
Why don't we get off the 2 shows? Why don't we just make it 1 show?
Are you referring to Raw and SmackDown?
Yes.
I think they just have so much talent, bro. They want to hoard that talent, so it's difficult. I think the key is you have to really separate the shows. You can't. Vince wants to control which show is better, which show has what. But if the writers are writing better shows, tell the other writers to improve. We'll get into that more in a second. We can get into that in a second. We gave that match a B- though for the kickoff show. Thought it was great. Josh Burton in the house from Everything College Basketball. Make sure you guys check out Everything College Basketball. One of the premier podcasts in covering everything college basketball, from recruiting to March Madness to all the games. They have a wonderful Facebook group you guys could join as well, so make sure you show them some love. PR Nightmare in the house as well. What's good? Hashtag choke out in the building. I respect it. Rockstar is here as well. What is going on? He said he's been watching the G1. Wonderful tournament, by the way. Wonderful. Absolutely enjoyed it. And he said end the brand split. We'll be getting to that. Trust me. And you're going to hear a miniature rant that I've been waiting to do for quite some time, that I've already had planned. And I'm sure some of you have heard it before. Let's talk about match of the night. That's right. It was the opening contest on the main card. It was for the Intercontinental Championship, a title that was my favorite growing up in pro wrestling, defended in a ladder match. This match had shades of Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, WrestleMania 10, when Shawn said he was the real Intercontinental Champion after being suspended, and Razor said, I'm the real Intercontinental Champion. How do you decide who it is? Hang both belts up. But in this situation, we had Sami Zayn, who lost his title in similar fashion. He did not follow the 30-day rule. He went out, and they took the championship away. AJ Styles wins the tournament, but then AJ has since lost the belt to Jeff Hardy, and Sami's back to say, I'm the real Intercontinental Champ. AJ just wants his rematch, and Jeff Hardy is living the life of a champion. I think I got all that in there.
Yep. So,
both belts are hanging up. You got to pull both belts down. Let me start off with this. First thing I have written down, Sami Zayn selling in this match. Perb. I tried to censor myself. Cut me a break, YouTube. He sold great, dude.
Sami is that guy. Sami is that guy. He's that guy who hasn't gotten put in the same category as Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, dude, he sells great. Listen, when Sami Zayn was a babyface on NXT, I thought the dude was gold. Like, he reminded me of Rey Mysterio. I had sympathy for this man when he was taking bumps. But then as a heel, I was like, is this going to work? Oh, it worked.
Oh, yes.
It has worked. Fidel, Zayn, whatever you want to call this dude.
That's what I'm going with. Fidel Zayn.
Like, he has been crushing it in this role. He's so annoying. He's such a little douchebag. Like, you have to hate this guy a little bit. And he sold like a champ here, man. Getting hip tossed on the ladders, bouncing off of them. It reminded me of a lot of his Ring of Honor stuff with the ladder wars and everything else.
Yep.
Dude, really, really good, man. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is still a crazy sumbitch. I don't care what anybody says. Why is this man doing splashes on top of ladders that are upside down onto the part that allows you to separate the ladder? Why?
Who knows?
Bro, I was waiting for him to, like, start gushing blood.
Dude, I want to know how this shirt or whatever he has in his back pocket never came out one time.
If anybody knows how Jeff Hardy keeps his shirt in his back pocket, Derek's probably been wondering since SVR08. Help the brother out, because he wants to know, how is that shirt not coming out of his pocket?
I want to know, because that's been in his pocket the whole time.
PR said, I started designing a choke out EPW shirt design. Hopefully that gets put up before Derek's join the Derek Order sign. Rob, we're waiting on you, bro. Now it's on Rob, so you guys can harass him in the chat as far as that goes. Let's see here. A-Set ladder match was my favorite match of the night. We can agree on that. Josh Burton says he agrees about the tag division. And Original Biggie said because he's Jeff Hardy. Suitable answer for me. I love Jeff. Jeff is just crazy.
I mean that's just how it seems. You know, Jeff gets a lot done, gets a lot by. You know, I mean,
does the man have like an off switch though? Like, when do you chill out, Jeff? That's my question.
Never.
I guess he wouldn't be Jeff Hardy if he was like that.
The man probably does sunset flips in his dreams.
Speaking of that, dude, they set up a ladder between the apron and the table. Jeff Hardy does his classic spot that we've seen him do with CM Punk, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, Edge.
I think he hit it on Cesaro.
Yep.
Tried to get Sheamus, but it didn't land all the way.
I was at that WrestleMania. Freaking dope moment, by the way. Dude, I don't get it, bro. He does it once again. I know his tailbone has to hurt after he hits that, bro. He just landed right on the ground.
Yeah, his tailbone's got to be shot. If not, that's a mean-ass bruise.
PR Nightmare says he's either got it sewn in or Velcro, he thinks.
Listen, it has to be one thing, but that's so long, dude.
Yeah, you would think by someone would step on it, it would fall out something.
Like, do it. All right, he's climbing up the rope. Let me tug on this real quick.
Peace. Anyway, they piped in "This is awesome" chants, and this is when things started getting good. People's backs are getting jacked up. Like, you're starting to see the effects of the ladder match. And we haven't mentioned AJ in this. AJ was putting the beat down on people, and AJ got his ass whooped as the phenomenal one only can. So during this, Sami Zayn, this match reminds me of the movie Saw. Now, it's Halloween time. It's coming up, and I can't wait to see the new Chris Rock version of Saw, by the way.
Yeah, that's going to be dope.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm a horror movie film fan. And when you guys see this, I'm going to tell you why I made this comparison. Sami Zayn goes over and gets out his handcuffs, right? And Jeff Hardy's down, AJ's down, and this little clever bastard, Sami Zayn, goes over first to Jeff Hardy, starts punching him. He said, "I told you I was the real Intercontinental Champion." He handcuffs the man's earlobe. Every time it's around this time of the year, people just decide to start messing with Jeff's ears, I guess. They handcuff his earlobe to a ladder. What type of Saw shit is this? Jeff,
I want to play a game.
Like, I don't know what Sammy was thinking or doing when it came to that, bro, but respect. That was an interesting spot, I would say the least.
Yes. The whole time, this dude could tell you, I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, Jeff, don't move. Don't move, dude. Don't you move. Yo, put your head back down on that ladder, dude. Don't do it.
Like, wild, bro. Wild. He handcuffs the ear to the ladder. He's stuck there. So he's trying to get AJ. He gets the first cuff on, and it looks like he's going to try and handcuff him to the rope. AJ Styles ain't going for it. He actually knocks Sammy down, and AJ is going to begin to climb the ladder because Jeff's caught. He's got an opportunity. What does that little bastard Sami Zayn do?
Handcuffed himself to AJ.
AJ can't go nowhere if he's stuck to Sami Zayn. Bro, freaking genius.
Yes.
Even when AJ's trying to climb, Sammy's just tapping him like, "Hi, yeah, you can't go anywhere without me." And, bro, AJ Styles starts to commence into whipping that ass. So he's like, well, I got to bring him up there. So this is like the Saw games. They're in the midst of this. They're like, I got to do something. And it feels like two people are going down at the same time. The timer is running out. AJ picks Sammy up, and he's trying to climb up the ladder with him on his back. Jeff Hardy, not heeding to Derek's advice, decides to try to get in the ring. And he has the ladder to his ear with handcuffs, and he is trying to hit AJ Styles over and over with it.
Oh my god, dude! I was looking for nothing but blood this whole time.
Bro, the best spot was Sami Zayn's face. So they eventually pan over to Sami Zayn's face, and he shows, "I've got the keys." You see him like, "Look, I've got the keys." So he is trying to get out while AJ and Jeff are doing whatever the hell they're doing. They both eventually get taken out of the situation. Sami Zayn unhooks himself, hooks AJ to the ladder, I believe, right?
Yeah, he hooked him to the I don't want to call
the support mechanism to hold up the ladder. He handcuffed him to that, so AJ can't even go up past a certain point to reach for it. Sami pulls down the belts. He is the still Intercontinental Champion, as he says in his after-match interview. Sami Zayn pulls off a hell of a win. I'm not going to front. You guys may say we're overrating this. I went A-.
I went A- too. This was the best match on the card. The best. Like, as... Well, we won't go there. But...
I know where you were going. AEW, weren't you? The best! The best! But A- for this, dude. It was a layup, man. Sami Zayn cuts a great promo afterwards. Sami Zayn is definitely an underappreciated performer, I think, in WWE.
Yeah, I think if this match didn't have Sami Zayn, this definitely would have got a lower grade to it. Mm-hmm. Not by much. I would have said at the very least a C+, but a B-.
I think AJ and Jeff would have had to do more crazy stunts.
They would have had to, but Sami putting Sami into something like this, and just doing the little things that he was doing, amplified it to where we put it.
Gideon would be impressed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
I wish I had the little puppet here laughing right now. Great Saw match, though. Sami cuts a great promo afterwards. Next, we get a 24/7 promo. R-Truth on the pre-show was doing some bullshit looking for gold. I don't know if you thought he was a 49er. I don't know what the hell this was. He's dressed like an old man with a beard.
A 49er.
Sorry, is that inappropriate?
No.
Okay.
I just haven't heard that in a long time.
Hey, I'm just saying. So he's flipping the gold belt in this big-ass popcorn bowl, which should have some popcorn with some cheddar cheese on it.
Old-fashioned pop, too. With the salt.
Your man Orville?
Yeah. Nah. The air popcorn.
With the like old 80s machine?
Yeah.
You would. You ever made it over the stove?
Yep.
Speaking of that, we talked more about this popcorn longer than this match lasted because he ended up wandering into the referee locker room, I guess because of his imaginary friend Little Jimmy, and apparently Drew Gulak is walking by doing lunges, and he just happens to see an opportunity take place. He thought the refs were trying to set him up. Drew Gulak with the roll-up, 1, 2, 3. Drew Gulak is your new 24/7 champion. Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool with it. I'm just here to report the news, right? Let's see here. I forgot that this is WWE pay-per-view and ended early. Yeah, they've been ending early since the pandemic era, we'll call it. Hubbard Wrestling Weekly in the chat. What's good, Sean? Make sure you guys check out Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. I know we haven't gotten there yet, bro. Don't mean, but the main event bothered me on a real level. All right, let me know, Sean. Let me know what bothered you with that. Let's get to the Raw Women's title match with Asuka versus Zelina Vega.
I think we can speed through that.
If there really isn't much to it. Zelina Vega got in the ring. She went from being a manager. It looks like she's transitioning to becoming a wrestler more so on the full-time basis.
It seems like it. I wish her the best. Hopefully they get her the right training to give her somewhat of a decent career. You know, I hope they give her a good career, but, you know, they don't do too well with transitioning managers to wrestlers.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything yet, but maybe this will be different for her because she performed pretty well in this match, I thought, for what she had to do.
Yeah, I think the best part of the match was the little transition at the end. Yeah,
I agree with that. The right arm was the focus for Asuka. She did like this weird kick thing that I was just like, okay, I guess that's supposed to hurt her. I kind of tried to buy into it a little bit. I was forcing myself to. So Asuka's right arm is hurt. That's how Zelina gets in her offense. She gets a few near falls. Nothing too crazy that made you thought it was over. But it ends with the pinfall reversal. She tries to roll up Asuka. She can't. Asuka then rolls out of that, and then she rolls into another pinfall reversal. She tries to do a bridge with it. Asuka rolls her forward into the Asuka lock. She has nowhere to go but to tap out for this one. Not mad at it at all. We gave this a grade of a C+.
What's going on, EPW Nation? It's your boys from the Everything College Basketball Podcast, Josh and Peyton, here to remind you all that college basketball season is right around the corner. Yes, we finally know it's right around the corner. And Peyton, there's only one place people should go for all the college basketball excitement.
Well, Josh, the only place to find all college basketball hoops all the time is Everything College Basketball. Everything College Basketball can be listened to on several podcast hosting sites like Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. And we can also be found on our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Everything College Basketball.
Yes, make sure you are joining the group with a couple other 100 people and growing by the day as we march into year number 3 of the Everything College Basketball networking systems. Now, let's get back to Conrad and Everything Pro Wrestling.
Are you looking for the newest and hottest in the world of pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 6,000 hours of the best events from over 150 of your favorite promotions from 20 different countries around the globe. Brands like Progress Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling, Combat Zone, Defy, PCW Ultra, PWX, Over the Top, Shine, and hundreds of others with fresh content added every day for only $5.99 per month. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.
All right, so Raw Women's title match ended with a lot of the pin reversals. Asuka locking in that beautiful Asuka lock on Zelina Vega to get the win. Good ending, in my opinion, for the match. Grade of a C+. I couldn't really be mad at it.
No, it should have been something that, like I said before, it should have been something that was on the pre-show because of no build-up. But it is what it is. We take it for what it's worth. Be done with it. Maybe they'll start building Zelina up a little bit more, and then we can get back to what we need to do.
Right. I think this isn't done because after the match, you got to remember. Asuka shows some respect, saying that Zelina Vega was like a firecracker and she was ready for Asuka tonight, and Zelina does a bow to her, and when Asuka goes to bow, kicks her right in the face and starts pounding on her, throws her head to the mat. So it looks like Zelina and Asuka isn't finished yet?
Not yet, but if you continue this on, now you have to build a story. You have to build a story. If not, then you wasted time with it. Right.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I don't know. Just do something that's meaningful is all that I ask of the WWE with this. Just do something meaningful.
That's it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Let's get back to storytelling, please.
And I think they've done that, but we're gonna come into the next 2 matches that are Raw brand matches that you're just gonna have to shake your head at and be like, what the fuck?
Right.
So, U.S. title match is up next. We have your boy, Bob Lashley, with MVP in the corner, rocking the glasses. MVP.
I actually like MVP with the glasses on.
You wouldn't hit a man with glasses, right?
Would you?
Apollo Crews with Ricochet in his corner for the U.S. title here. You already mentioned MVP with the glasses was a plus. Apollo has amazed Derek with some of his athleticism. Derek is not familiar with Uhaa Nation, so if you guys are classic independent pro wrestling fans, you guys definitely need to put Derek down on that so that he knows about the Uhaa Nation style.
Yeah, definitely. Very impressed with someone as big as he is for his size to be doing flips like that and frog splashes. I'm like, this is very impressive coming from someone like that. You know, I give the man credit all in the world. Like that's something hard to do.
Now hold on. PR in the chat just said yes, you go for the glasses first. You don't do that, bro. As a kid, I could tell you, if the glasses got broke, I turned into the Incredible Hulk because you have to go and explain to someone, your parents, why your glasses got broke. So I gotta jack you up, dude, because I might get jacked up for this. So you never go for the glasses first. Bruce Banner mode activated, like it's going down.
Basically, like yeah, you just don't hit a man in your glasses.
You can't. You just can't do that.
Nah.
Now we have in this matchup here some really, really dope things happening, but it was more of the same. You think Apollo Crews hasn't won after he hits the froggy splash, but it's not happening. He gets caught in the hurt lock by Bobby Lashley, and he has no choice but to tap out. I feel like we've seen it. I gave it a C.
Yeah. I don't believe in Bob.
Disrespect.
At all.
Here's the thing. I like Bobby Lashley in the Hurt Business, though. You're not feeling it?
I think this is a better role for him than he's had in a very long time, but I can't buy into Bob. He's just, I don't know, he has no personality.
What do you want him to do?
He looks like a giant milk dud.
Yo, come on, bro.
Just saying.
Bobby Lashley, to me, fits with this group. I like him as the leader, like the head honcho of this group, with MVP as the mouthpiece. Cedric Alexander as like the new school person, and Shelton Benjamin as the old school guy. I like it. I think this group has real promise. We just got to see where it goes with it for now.
I mean, I think it has promise too. I just don't care for Bobby Lashley or Shelton Benjamin.
Harsh, bro. But I feel you at the same time. I completely understand why someone would say, like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. But we'll have to see what happens with this eventually. His name for it sucks, PR said. Master Lock, full no. I think they should have called it the Master Lock out of respect for Bobby Lashley is the first person who broke the Master Lock challenge. Show some respect. Put some respect on Chris Masters' name, damn it.
Please, like, if it wasn't for him, that wouldn't be there.
Exactly. So, we get an ad for NXT TakeOver 31. We should be live with that next week. God forbid that this retribution stuff happens again with the internet, but I think we should be good. And I'll let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. I am in the midst of transitioning cable providers, possibly. I'm in the process of trying to cut the cord as well. Done with the whole cable thing. Too much money. It's not worth it. So that is also part of the reason why I'm praying nothing goes wrong next week. The new BLM evolution. Come on, PR. Come on, PR. We can't be saying that now. We got to see what this group's about. The Hurt Business is in business, you know? And business is about to pick up, hopefully, on Raw because they need it. Let's talk about the Raw tag team titles. I talked about how shittily this tag team division has been handled. And it's a match that we have seen over and over again. We could have got Rollins and Murphy. We could have got Humberto and Ray's kid Dominic. But instead, they give us Andrade and Angel Garza again. And I love Andrade. And I think Angel Garza's great. I like the Street Profits. I'm tired of seeing it. Just like I'm tired of seeing Apollo Crews. He's had umpteen chances now. He has fought someone from the Hurt Business 13 times, including this match with Lashley.
Has it really been that many?
In a row, yes.
Oh my God.
So, Raw tag titles, I don't know how many times they fought. Somebody, if you got a Google machine and you let me know, I will bring it up next time we talk about this, but F that, man. I'm tired of this match. We've seen it. They did some weird-ass ending for this, too. Like, I didn't like it. I didn't like this, really. And it's weird because I'm going to give this a C as well. Same grade as the Lashley Apollo Crews match, but it's more so like solid work, but I've seen it. I'm sick of it.
Right, yeah. I think it's time to split Angel Garza and Andrade.
What do you want to do with them, though, at this point?
Give them some time off for right now. Give them some time, because I feel like they're on TV all the time.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of people. Like I said, they just had some issues that were happening.
That's true. I mean, they're in a tough spot because they don't have people like they would have people. But I don't care for this, and it's boring.
Yep, Ace just said last month and this month, putting the yawn face up. Yeah, Sick, we're live. I know it's got the wrong name up there. I'm going to fix it after the fact. Just had a little bit of a power situation that jacked up the stream and everything else. But we're doing it. We're still live, I promise you. So, yeah. Fuck this tag team division. Unite the goddamn belts, bro. You had the opportunity when you had Nakamura and Cesaro on Smackdown, and the Street Profits came over because people could just cross brands, whatever.
Right.
Gonna get into that, I swear, in a second. You know what? No, fuck it. We're getting into it now. Here's what happened at the end of this match. The end of this match has some weird-ass ending. A pinfall occurred. 1, 2, the guy's shoulders clearly up, and the ref just says 3, ring the bell. It felt awkward, weird. So maybe they're getting another shot on Raw because of this. I don't know if it was meant to be done, if the ref fucked up.
I think they're going to keep this going because they're going to say the ref wasn't in the right position to see that Andrade kicked out. Because technically, if you look at it, he didn't lift his legs. Usually, you can kind of tell when someone lifts their legs when they go for a kick out. It's like legs first and then shoulder. He's in a position where he's looking at the bottom shoulder to see if he's pinned, and then he's counting just to make sure, but missed the right shoulder go up.
I feel like they may have did this on purpose to do a rematch, just so that they could say, oh, well, there was controversy, you know? I don't care.
There's kind of controversy to a fucked up storyline. Fucked it.
Fuck it all right now. That's how bad this has been going for us tonight. Let's talk about this fucking draft. The WWE fucking draft. What fucking draft, guys? You know what? There's plenty of other drafts you could have. NFL draft, NBA draft, draft beer. You could draft up some fucking good ideas. I'm sick of this whole concept. Go back, 2016. I swear to God, me and Casey Briggs recorded a show, and we said that this was going to be ultimately shitty. You know why? It's not because we don't want it to work. It's because WWE can't stand to not meddle in things. They have to try to control everything and fuck it up. You don't need to do this that way. You don't need to have it where it's like, oh, this brand needs to be stronger than this brand, and we need ratings, so we're going to bring the other guys over. If you're going to do a true brand split, separate writers, separate teams, they do not interact no matter what. You could pick WrestleMania or Survivor Series, or maybe one match for both, and then that's it. You do not have these teams interact. You do not have these brands interact, but they still do this. I don't know if I should have hope. Maybe not. To me, this feels like a regular old bullshit draft. It's not like it's anything crazy, in my opinion.
This goes back to the statement I said earlier. I think they need to just go to one show. You don't have the staff right now to do two shows. Because Raw has, maybe 10 people? From what you keep showing?
I mean,
10 to 15 people that you keep showing, and SmackDown has the same 5 that you keep showing?
I wouldn't say they have not enough people. They need to have people in roles that are specific for what they're going to do. Look, let's go back to 2002, right? Let's go down the time machine. Why did that work? You just purchased WCW. Who were some of the biggest stars in the business still wrestling in 2002? You had Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H. You had the fucking NW fucking O. You had Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, brother, sister, brother. All right? You had all of these people that you could have put on the show. Your undercard was talented. You had Edge, Christian, the Hardy Boys. I'm trying to think of other great people. I'm just going to say Maven to piss some people off because I thought Maven was dope. Hurricane. You had so many talented people.
He definitely did. Definitely did.
It ain't like that now, bro. I'm just keeping it a stack with you guys. I'm not trying to shit on the current people, but we have to figure out how to elevate these people to make them bigger stars. So this draft, October 9th, I don't give a shit. Raw, October 12th, I don't give a shit. If you're not going to take it serious, why should I?
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't know if you want to add on to it. That's all I got to say. Like, if you're not going to take it serious, why should I?
The brand split is useless. It has been ever since 06.
Shit, it's been useless to me. So here's the weird thing. I've never liked the brand split for this reason. You made me not want to watch both shows because you separated which wrestlers went where. So if Rock's only going to be on SmackDown and he's your favorite wrestler, why would I want to watch Raw? It makes you choose sometimes, and that's kind of too.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I feel like you need to bring them together. I mean, yeah, if you bring them together, like, let's just say, hypothetically, you bring them together when all of this kind of slows down even more, where it's like, okay, the infection rate is going down, like, drastically. You start bringing people back. You have a huge roster on both sides.
Here's the thing, though. Less opportunity, though, too. I don't like the double champs. We can get into a whole show about this. I don't like 2 world champions because there's 2 best, then you're saying. I don't like 2 sets of tag champs. There's 2 best. I think there should be 1 set of champions. You go back and forth onto the brands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you take out the extra set of champions and just leave 1 set.
Because if you had 1 roster, there's less opportunities for people. You wouldn't have Rey Mysterio.
They already give them less opportunities.
This is a fact, bro. I'm going to move on from this because we'll be here all night bitching about this. R-Truth regains the 24/7 title. Drew Gulak gets caught after an interview. You see R-Truth. I don't know why his goofy ass is still wearing this beard, but whatever. It was funny. I laughed. R-Truth gets the pin, regains the 24/7 championship. He said something stupid at the end of this. I can't even remember what he said. R-Truth is hilarious. He is probably just there to make Vince laugh. Yeah. He plays his role to a T. I like R-Truth.
R-Truth is just doing what he's supposed to do. So
yeah, he's not too high up on the totem pole. What's going on, Pro Wrestling Shoot? He's just doing what he's told to do, and I can respect that. I can respect people doing what they're told to do. And Jesse from the Pro Wrestling Shoot's in the house. Let me give a shout out to his podcast too. Jesse from the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Make sure you guys check him out. On the audio versions, I will have an ad from him to play. But hold on here for a second, guys. When we're talking about getting into things, knowing your role, fellas, there's only one way to know your role. And that starts off with Manscaped. You guys can go to manscaped.com and use our promo code, as you see on the screen here, EPW Show. That is going to help you guys so much. Now, it'll help you. Ladies don't want to see you guys, welcome them to the jungle, if I can say so. So you guys are going to want to go to manscaped.com. Check out that Lawnmower 3.0. Highly recommend it. They have the foot deodorant, the ball deodorant, the ball toner, the cologne, so many things. Find something that you like. It could be a gift for you and yours, whether you are a guy, a girl, it doesn't matter. Go to manscaped.com, promo code EPW Show. It makes for a great Christmas gift. Get in there while you fit in, man. You guys can get something right just for you at the right time. And not only do we use that promo code for that, we have the promo code for powerslam.tv. Same promo code, EPW Show. You guys can watch the best independent wrestling happening in the world today. Go to powerslam.tv, enter in the promo code. I gotta show some love to these guys for always hooking us up with things. So go in there. Tell them EPW Show sent you. If you're on Twitter, you guys can give them a message and just let them know what you like, don't like. Tell them. But let's get back to this Clash of the Champions review. You know I had to sneak that shit in there because that's what I do. Balls. I like it, sick. Balls. A said, here we go. You know I had to get the plugs in, bro. Had to get the plugs in. We get this little Bayley promo on Sasha. Cool. Whatever. I've been digging the Bayley. Like, Bayley turning on Sasha was done very well. I just feel like Sasha should have been out longer.
She should have been. This should have been a good, decent amount of time. She has a neck injury. I don't expect people to come back from a neck injury wail in a chair.
Listen, I guess she said it wasn't as bad as it was. I don't know. Look, we know what we're getting from this. They're going to fight at Hell in a Cell, I feel like. It's a proper feud that can take place in a cell. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean...
Minus the cell being red.
That shit better not be red.
It's going to be red. It was in the commercial.
Oh my God.
But Bayley offers a open women's title challenge, I guess, for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka comes out. What the figgity fuck, bro? We already saw this goddamn match.
Yeah.
It's just the same shit, like, over and over again. And it's not to say I don't love Asuka. I love Asuka.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You can't keep doing this every single time. Like, how do you keep people entertained with this?
Pretend this match wasn't happening. Let's say the original was going to happen. It was Nikki Cross. It's the same goddamn match. It's the same thing.
Listen.
It's a waste. But apparently Nikki Cross couldn't be there, so she opened up the challenge. Asuka and her get a few minutes of work in, but this is done as soon as Bayley goes to the outside and uses a steel chair.
Basically. She wasn't prepared for this, so her best outing is to
take the DQ.
That's
keep your title, because that's the most important thing to Bayley, because she's a heel. And Sasha then comes from out of nowhere with a steel chair, ready to wail on Bayley. She is smacking her across the back with the steel chair. This is what's happening with all of this. I like that I wrote just Sash there for the review. Six said Sasha was swinging the chair like she was backstage, and Vince just told her she had lost the title the night after she won it. Or she's losing the title the night after she won it. Happens too far often, Sick, for Sasha.
Way too often.
This is the build-up for it. It's happening. I'm cool with it. This has been one of the better feuds that they've been building to. Honestly, I would like to say it was for years. But I don't know if the plan was real until Sasha came back.
Yeah.
So... whatever. I look forward to it. We'll talk about it once it's time for Hell in a Cell. The WWE title ambulance match. Let's move into that real quick, D. Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton here. Yeah. So, we were watching this match. They start off in the ring. It's a battle. Literally, somebody hops over this man's face as soon as he saw it. And he pulls down his mask that he was wearing. Well, it's the Big Show. The disappointment that Derek would feel anytime he hears the Big Show or sees the Big Show is hilarious. I don't know why he gets so disappointed. I get it. Randy took out the Big Show.
No, that ain't even it, bro.
What is it?
I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I've had enough.
Understandable. So
no, I don't think anybody understands this, like, fully. I fucking hate the Big Show. Okay, this man comes back whenever the fuck he feels like.
He's a giant.
I don't care. He's no longer a giant. The moment that you got picked up.
That's just, come on, bro.
No.
They treated Big Show bad.
No.
I feel for Big Show a little bit.
Sick,
here.
don't do me like that.
Well,
the moment they took away his 500+ pound stature was the moment I gave up on him.
Listen.
No more.
These two end up battling. Big Show chokeslams Orton through a table. One day, someone's going to get a pencil stuck in their damn back.
Yes.
Y'all better start clearing off that damn table and showing some respect for other wrestlers. I thought Randy Orton was going to get up and have a number 2 pencil coming out of his back.
He was rolling over like he had one in his back.
Yeah, they got to chill with that. Now, they go and end up brawling backstage. Nice touch. Little WWE 2K19-esque. I didn't mention that other game because it sucks. I'm referring to the one that has 2-0 at the end. Christian shows up backstage, and he beats the hell out of Randy Orton too, throws him through catering. One of Randy Orton's like best opponents that people never really name too often, Christian. So he got his attack in on him as well. This leads to a fight back out in the ambulance area. Drew McIntyre Claymore kicks the door off the hinges. Almost kills himself in the process, I'll say. They end up getting on top of the truck, the ambulance, the wambulance, whatever you want to call it, slamming down his head onto the windshield. Drew's got blood coming out of him a little bit. They get up on top. Randy Orton's fighting him. He stomps his fingers off, and Drew just lands wherever. Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. He hits a super kick on Randy Orton, and perfectly, Randy is still standing because he sells it like no one else can, and Shawn just pushes him off the side. Just splat, like the cartoons. Randy falls over, Drew's down up front. These two eventually meet back in the front here, and just when you think maybe something good could happen here for Drew, he ends up eating an RKO onto the floor. Randy then tries to close the doors, but Drew McIntyre, the power of the Scot, he just blocks it, and he is able to get back into the fight. He fights Randy Orton, hits him with a Claymore, which was a good Claymore, I'll say.
That was a good Claymore. That was an excellent Claymore.
And he puts Randy inside, and Randy's kind of hanging over, hanging over the ambulance. Freaking punt kick right to his head. He takes out Randy the same way he took out The Big Show, Shawn Michaels, Christian. It all makes sense. Drew then closes the doors. Ding, ding, ding. Drew McIntyre, still your WWE champion. Some strong booking for Drew here.
Yeah, definitely some strong booking for him. But who takes it from him? That's the question. Who do you bring in to take it from him? Do you do another Brock Lesnar?
I think this is going to have to be a part of the draft. I think you're going to have to bring someone over maybe from SmackDown. Big E?
Maybe
Big E earns the shot and him and Sheamus. I don't know. You're going to have to figure out some type of way to make this work. I think it'll work if you do it correctly. I think it'll work. Hopefully they do it correctly. But I'm not willing to drop a month's worth of hard work of working. Let's see here. Rob said AJ to Raw gets him away from Stop it, you. Stop it. I almost read that. Yeah. Maybe AJ Styles. AJ can pick up the pieces here. That would be a good match, I think.
I guess.
Six said Keith Lee. Perhaps.
Too early.
I think Keith Lee's been, diminished a little bit. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. I just feel like Keith Lee, they need to come up with what they want to do with him and just stick with it.
The moment they gave him that stupid-ass fucking attire.
Where's the music, bro? The music starts off great. Yeah, Rob put it up again. He said to get AJ Styles to Raw to get him away from Heyman. Dirty, but I respect it. And who drives the truck away?
I promise you, I thought that was Jack Nicholson from the Joker, or from the Batman when he played the Joker.
The Nature Boy.
Was that even a purple suit? Because in that light, it looked like a purple suit.
Oh, it was perp.
Okay, man.
It was that perp city. I think it was. Ric Flair came out dripping in swag like no one else can, looking like Joker. He drives the truck away. Dude. Only his old ass would be driving a truck with a smashed windshield, but I'll let it rock. Woo! Ric Flair also was punt kicked by Randy Orton, so it made sense, bro. It made sense.
It did. What more can you ask for? I mean, it did. I was hoping to get Edge back, but
not yet. Not yet. Six said, "Yo, what's up with Mia Yim and that damn Babe mask that don't fit her?" Oh, Bane, he meant Bane mask that don't fit her. Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're doing with that. Sick. Retribution sucks. I said it. I'm not even getting into that tonight.
Yeah.
October 25th will be Hell in a Cell. Get ready for the red cage that you can't see through. It's going to be a dope pay-per-view. We will cover it again. Check out the archives. Derek became everyone's favorite because of that show. I think that was when people respected Derek for going off about his boy The Fiend and what they did to him there.
That's going to be part 2 of Hell in a Cell.
Well, I think it'll be good this time. I think they learned their lesson.
What's the card?
Don't know yet.
Ass.
To be determined. Universal Championship here. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. Reigns with Paul Heyman. Coming out, same theme, but no vest. No vest.
A new look. I think this is a look that came. I don't want to say a little too late.
Derek's a Roman Reigns hater. Let me put a disclaimer out here first.
Listen, I just don't like Roman.
I thought it was dope what they did with him here. So let's get into this. Jey Uso comes out. He enters with kind of like a lay. that he comes out with, and it's to represent a special moment. He's main eventing a pay-per-view for the first time in a singles match. This match, Roman dominates. Roman beats the shit out of his cousin, just like he said he would.
Honestly, to me, this wasn't about the match itself. This was about the storytelling. The storytelling in this is, I will say,
great,
but came at a wrong time.
I'll let you elaborate 1 second. I'm going to go through this. Roman dominates. Jey Uso gets some dive super kicks. They give him a couple near falls, but we all know what's going to happen, right? We all know. Roman kicked out at one point, hits a low blow. The tide turns, and he begins to demand to be called the Chief. He beats the shit out of his cousin with forearms, elbows. He is bludgeoning this man, basically. He tears him up, and he threatens Charles Robinson's job. So Roman Reigns is now using the stroke that everyone has believed he's had to threaten people with their job. Jimmy Uso comes out with the towel, ready to throw it in, and he eventually does to stop the beatdown on his brother. Jimmy then calls Roman the Chief. I like it. Jimmy is injured right now, by the way, too. I thought this was a great storytelling. Let me see here. Jesse said, the good old family feud. I love the storytelling in this one. He thought that the main event was good. I agree with him. We gave this a B+.
Yeah.
Like, we thought it was great. Six said, I like heel Roman Reigns. This whole tribal chief thing seems forced and kind of cheesy. I like it, but I think he's making it work best he can right now. Rob said that diving leg drop Roman hit was dope too. 100% agreed. Stupid as Superman punch and BS spear. I get it. But after the match, I love the image too of Paul Heyman taking the lei and putting it over Roman's neck as he holds up the title and looks down at his cousins beneath him. Very odd, D. What do you say though for this?
So, I think this, honestly, in my opinion, I felt like this storyline should have happened the moment that they broke up the Shield.
I think, I don't know, dude. I don't know why this is happening this way. I want to see this play out a little bit more because it's weird that Roman turned heel when there's no fans. Could you imagine that reaction that he would have gotten if they would have done this in front of people?
Yeah, I think this leads up to, I'm not going to fully elaborate on it, but I feel like this leads up to Roman Reigns still saying that he is the chief of the family, but then The Rock comes back and says, no, you're not.
Oos.
Oos.
Yeah, I could see this happening possibly with The Rock. I think that would be a dope match. I still feel like the bigger payoff, though, is Roman versus The Fiend or Roman versus Big E. They just have to decide who could be the guy to beat him for it. I think either one is plausible. I'm okay with that. In the end, though, I thought this was a really decent pay-per-view. I'm giving this a B-. I'm giving it the same score I gave AEW All Out. I think that this was a solid show. It wasn't great. It wasn't perfect. There was a lot of bullshit on here that I think we didn't have to deal with.
Yeah.
But interesting to see what everyone else thinks here. By the way, Usos Young Bucks Dream Tag Team match. Agreed, Sick. I said that actually when we were watching this. Jesse says they would have had a huge pop with him turning heel in front of fans, which is probably why they wanted to do it without. Good point. But we're going to end the stream early. I know we kept you guys up late. I've got some stuff to do. But once again, we'll be live for AEW Dynamite this Wednesday. So make sure you guys tune in and join us. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around and coming back in here. So thank you guys so much. I will update all of this stuff and put the links out at some point tomorrow for other people to check it out. For myself, for Derek, signing out. Peace.
Everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people, the best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin, the opinions, the lesson, yes. By the fans, for the fans, not many in this can understand, this the podcast to show you who I am, Conrad Cushman, the legend in the plans, Please listen every day to the showcase. The opinions and knowledge that anyone can take. Showing you how it is done. Proving I am number one. What a legend becomes. This is now my time to show you that I am here. This podcast just to make it loud and clear. By the fans, for the fans, not many whose head can understand everything pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling. They can never be you. Listen to the podcast for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinions, the lesson. Yes.
What's going on, Everything Pro Wrestling listeners? It's your boy Jesse Carter over at the Pro Wrestling Shoot podcast, where we run special interviews with independent wrestlers, also former WWE and TNA stars. Pretty soon we're going to be having the Matt Sydal episode drop, so you need to come and check that out, and you can find us over on anchor.fm/the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Also, we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you get your podcasts. The show also covers reviews from old and current events such as pay-per-views, AEW, WWE, whatever you're into nowadays, we will be covering reviews on that. We also have a little bit of music artists join us on the Pro Wrestling Shoot. Also dive into belt collecting and hobbies of all kind. So yeah, as soon as you are finished with everything pro wrestling, why don't you come on over and check it out and tell us what you think. You can follow our Facebook page at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. We are also on Twitter at Carter Inc. That is CARDER INC. Also Instagram at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. You can also find us on YouTube and Twitch. Coming soon, we will be doing live streams of the show on YouTube at the Pro Wrestling Shoot, and same with Twitch at the Pro Wrestling Shoot. All right, Conrad, back to you, and hope you all enjoy the rest of the episode from Everything Pro Wrestling.